Part 1. The crash you never saw coming. Let's paint a picture. You go to bed at 10:30. You're tired. You think tonight might be different. You turn off the lights, pull the covers up, take a deep breath, and for a while, things feel calm. Then, somewhere around 2 or 3 a.m., you're suddenly awake. No noise, no dream, just wide-eyed, alert, maybe even anxious. Your heart is a little fast, your brain's starting to think, and you lie there wondering, why am I up again? Sound familiar? This is the blood sugar crash no one talks about. Most people think blood sugar is only something diabetics need to worry about. But the truth is, your blood sugar affects every system in your body, including the ones that regulate sleep. When your blood sugar rises too high or drops too low, it sends powerful messages to your brain and nervous system. And guess when those messages often arrive? Right in the middle of the night. Here's what happens. You eat something, maybe dinner, maybe a late snack, maybe a drink, and it causes your blood sugar to spike. That might feel fine at first. You might even get a quick energy burst or a sense of calm. But then your body does what it's designed to do. It releases insulin to bring your blood sugar back down. Sometimes it overshoots, especially if the meal was heavy on sugar or refined carbs. That's when your blood sugar crashes too low. And what does your body do when it senses a sudden drop in glucose? It panics, because glucose is your brain's main fuel. If your blood sugar dips too far, your body thinks, uh-oh, we're running out of energy. So it kicks into survival mode. That means your adrenal glands release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to bring your blood sugar back up fast. You might not feel that happen during the day, but at night, you'll feel it. It's that jolt of alertness that wakes you up at 2 a.m. It's your heart racing, your thoughts spinning, your body trying to save you, even though you're just lying in bed. This is the blood sugar roller coaster. You ride it all day long. Spikes, crashes, crashes. And at night, when your body is supposed to be resting, it's still dealing with the aftershocks. Still fighting to find balance. What's wild is, this happens to so many people, and they don't even realize it. They think they're waking up because they're stressed, or because they drank too much water, or because they're just bad sleepers. But in reality, their sleep is being hijacked by their food choices earlier in the day. It's not just the sugar itself, it's the pattern, the skipping meals, the snacking on empty carbs, the energy drinks, the giant dinner after a day of eating almost nothing. These habits create instability in your blood sugar, and that instability follows you into the night. But here's the good news. Once you understand the connection, you can change the pattern. You don't need to obsess over carbs or avoid every sweet thing. You just need to bring more balance to your plate. That's what we'll explore in the next parts of this episode. But before we go there, I want to pause and ask, when was the last time you ate a day's worth of meals that felt steady? Not extreme, not restrictive, not reactive, just steady, even, grounding. Can you remember what your sleep felt like that night? That's what we're after. Not perfection, but stability. Not tight control, but support. Not never eat sugar again, But let's not fall off a cliff at 3 a.m. because our system is starving for balance. Sleep is not just about what you do at night. It's also about what your body's still dealing with from 10 hours earlier. And now that you know that, you have power. Part 2, eating for balance, not spikes. So now that we know how blood sugar swings can wake you up in the middle of the night, let's talk about how to stay off the roller coaster. You don't need fancy charts or expensive apps. You just need to eat in a way that tells your body, you're safe, I've got you. Because when your blood sugar is steady, your nervous system is steady. And when your nervous system is steady, sleep comes easier. The foundation is simple. Combine protein, healthy fats, and fiber in every meal. That trio slows digestion and keeps your blood sugar from shooting up and crashing down. It's like a slow burning fire instead of a flash in the pan. So instead of just toast for breakfast, maybe it's toast with nut butter and chia seeds. Instead of just a banana, maybe it's a banana with almonds. Instead of cereal, maybe it's oats cooked with milk, flax seeds, and a spoon of peanut butter stirred in. Little shifts, big impact. Next is meal timing. When you skip meals or wait too long between eating, your blood sugar drops. That drop can make you cranky, anxious, foggy, and yes, sleepless later. So try not to go longer than 4 to 5 hours without eating during the day. That doesn't mean you need to snack constantly. It just means you give your body a steady rhythm of nourishment. Your hormones love rhythm. Your brain loves rhythm. Your sleep thrives on rhythm. Dinner matters too. Many people eat very little all day, then come home exhausted and eat a huge meal right before bed. That sudden calorie load can spike blood sugar, strain digestion, and create restlessness. A better approach? Eat enough earlier in the day so dinner isn't the first real meal you've had. Then, make dinner calm, warm, grounding. Things like sweet potatoes, leafy greens, lentils, salmon, roasted vegetables, brown rice, soups. These don't just nourish your body, they tell it, you're done now, you can rest. And what about dessert? Here's the truth. A little sweet at night isn't the enemy if it's paired with fiber, fat, or protein. That combo slows the release of sugar and prevents a crash later. So if you want dark chocolate, have it with some walnuts. If you want a date, stuff it with almond butter. If you want ice cream, try a smaller portion after a balanced meal, not on an empty stomach. It's not about deprivation, it's about context. And don't forget drinks. A lot of people sabotage their blood sugar with what they sip. Fruit juices, sweetened coffee drinks, even some healthy smoothies. They can cause big spikes. Try adding protein powder, nut butter, chia, or greens to a smoothie. Try cinnamon in your coffee instead of flavored syrups. Try herbal teas in the evening that won't mess with your sugar or stimulate your nervous system. Every sip is a signal. One of the best things you can do? Start the day with a stable breakfast. That first meal sets the tone for your blood sugar all day. If you start with sugar, like pastries, cereal, juice, you'll often end up chasing hunger and crashes until bedtime. But if you start with protein, fat, and fiber, like eggs, avocado, oatmeal with seeds, a smoothie with greens, you create steadiness. And that steadiness echoes all the way into your night. The goal isn't perfect eating, it's conscious eating. It's saying, I care enough about how I sleep to feed my body in a way that supports it. Because your sleep isn't just about how dark your room is or whether you use a weighted blanket. It's about what your cells are doing. And your cells respond to food. Give them something stable, and they'll help you rest. So let's recap the simple choices that support stable blood sugar. Combine protein, fat, and fiber in each meal. Don't skip meals. Eat enough during the day so you're not ravenous at night. Avoid sugary foods on an empty stomach. Add healthy fats to slow digestion. Hydrate gently, consistently. Choose calm over chaos at the table. And maybe most importantly, trust that small changes matter, because they do. Your body is listening, and when it feels supported, it will start to soften. It will start to sleep. Part 3. Listening to the wisdom of your body. Let's slow down for a second. Forget the charts, forget the rules, forget the food lists and glycemic indexes. Just you. Right here. Right now. Think back to the last night you couldn't sleep. The one where you tossed and turned. The one where you woke up at 3 a.m. feeling wired, anxious, empty, or maybe strangely hungry. Now think about your day leading up to that night. Did you skip breakfast? Grab something quick and sugary for lunch? Drink coffee on an empty stomach? Wait until late evening to eat dinner? Eat too much too fast because you were starving? These patterns are more common than we think, and they're not signs of failure. They're signs of survival. You were busy, you were stressed, you were trying to get through, but your body felt it, and it held on to that chaos long after the sun went down. Your body's not mad at you, it's just trying to keep you safe. And when it doesn't get the fuel it needs in a steady, loving way, it sounds the alarm. That alarm doesn't always come in the form of hunger pangs. Sometimes it comes as insomnia, as restlessness, as a racing heart in the dark. It's not punishment, it's communication. And that's actually beautiful, because it means you can respond, you can listen, you can shift. You don't have to eat perfectly to sleep well. You just have to stop ignoring your body's rhythm. That means tuning in during the day, asking, do I feel calm after I eat? Or do I feel shaky, bloated, foggy? Do I feel grounded by my meals? Or do I feel like I'm constantly catching up? These are the questions that matter, because when you eat in a way that grounds you, your sleep becomes the natural next step. Rest doesn't feel like a fight. It feels like something you're being gently led into. And yes, this takes practice. It takes unlearning a lot of cultural noise that says just eat less, don't snack, cut carbs, burn it off. That noise disconnects us from what our bodies actually need. And what we need is steadiness, nourishment, a little protein in the morning, a gentle snack mid-afternoon, a warm, balanced dinner. Not restriction, not rules, just rhythm. There's something sacred about creating that rhythm. It's an act of care. It's a quiet rebellion against the rush. When you feed yourself with love, your body remembers. Your nervous system calms. Your blood sugar steadies. Your mind softens. And slowly your sleep returns. Not because you forced it, but because you made room for it. So maybe tonight, before bed, you take a breath. You place a hand on your belly and say, I'm learning to care for you in new ways. Maybe you prep breakfast for the morning, Just something simple, something steady. Maybe you go to sleep knowing that tomorrow's meals will be an offering to your future self. The one who wants to feel rested, safe, whole. You're not broken. You're not bad at sleep. You're just learning how to feed yourself in a way that brings peace, not panic. And that is a beautiful thing. So here's to the small choices, the steady breakfasts, the slow lunches, the dinners that don't feel like battles. Here's to blood sugar that doesn't spike and crash like a roller coaster, but moves like a quiet river, gentle, predictable, soothing. That river can carry you into the night and keep you there, resting, breathing, safe. You've been listening to Eat to Sleep, a podcast from the Daily Health Shift. If this episode helped you connect the dots between how you eat and how you sleep, we invite you to follow the show, leave a kind review, and share it with someone who might need a little calm in the chaos. Remember, your body is wise, your sleep is not broken, and every meal is a new chance to choose balance.